Hi, this is Mike, Natural Awakenings, and we're here with another in our series of COVID-19 videos. And this morning I had Erin. So, Erin, would you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do to keep people healthy?
Sure. I'm certified natural health care practitioner, Erin Thole, and basically I help people get to the root of whatever ails them. So I deal a lot with digestive issues, hormonal issues, autoimmune conditions, cancer, kids' health stuff as well. So any age, really. I have a lot of clients that are falling into that category of I've been to every doctor, they can't figure out what's wrong with me. Everyone just tells me that I'm normal. There's nothing wrong with me, kind of thing. All my labs come back normal. So that's a lot of my client base. So helping people to figure out what's going on. And then I'm location independent practitioner. So I have clients all over the country. I have a couple international clients. I do all my appointments on the phone or on Zoom. And any labs that we need to order, I use specialty labs for everything that I do. So I'll mail you like a kit. Let me see if I have one sitting out here. I can show you. I'll order. It's like a little box. Depending on what we're testing, they come in different sizes. So it'll have everything that you need, like the tubes for a blood draw or whatever in the kit. I'll find a lab in your area. You take the kit and the prescription form to the lab. They do the blood draw, and then they ship everything back to the lab that actually does the testing. And then that lab will email me the results. We have our appointment, go over results, put together your program, stuff like that. So I'm basically looking for with each client, like, why do you have the complaints that you have? And I don't want to just fix the symptoms. I want to get to the root of the issue. Why is this happening in the first place? Where is the breakdown in the body? Because our bodies want to be healthy. Our bodies are very smart. They're always working towards optimal health. So when there's an issue, it's a breakdown that's caused by the body trying to protect something else that it views as more important. So just helping to figure out what that breakdown is, why it's happening, all of that good stuff is basically what I do.
Okay. So, I just myself, I find that traditional Western medicine is really good with infectious diseases and with accidents, that kind of thing. But what you're talking about, these kind of odd chronic conditions that have a bunch of maybe vague, but they're important, but they're not, it hurts here kind of symptoms. um, you can go doctor to doctor and they can't quite figure it out, and it's, well, you're just imagining it or something.
Yeah.
So this, looking at it from a
Yeah. And a
different
lot of times
perspective, maybe doing a deeper dive into some of the maybe background causes would really be effective.
yeah,
So
for sure. And a lot of times when people aren't getting answers and the doctor's just like, I don't know, a lot of times, more often than not, what happens is they just start prescribing them antidepressants because
mhm,
they think that, there must be something just like mentally off, because it's all in your head. There's nothing physically going on with you. It's
mhm,
all in your head kind of thing. And that's really sad. That's really disheartening that that's um, the go-to. I can't figure out what's wrong with this person, so I'm just going to give them antidepressant. Like, what is that? Um, so that's kind of the sad state of affairs for a lot of people.
yeah.
Um, but with like the coronavirus and stuff like that, like I have some different tools that have been, proven to be very, very helpful, even against coronavirus. Like homeopaths are doing studies and doing what they call provings right now. As the coronavirus is going on. So homeopaths all over the world are like compiling research and things like that. So I've been talking to 2 different homeopaths that I know. There's homeopathic remedies that are proving to be extremely beneficial for coronavirus. I also work with a traditional Chinese medicine company that has 2 different, well, one's a tea, one's a capsule, that have been shown to be extremely beneficial for those that have coronavirus, with helping to clear the lungs and get the respiratory tract back on track and stuff like that. So, vitamin C, it has been shown that vitamin C is extremely beneficial in higher dosages against the virus, potassium, things like that. So there are things that we can do to help protect ourselves. And then, if we do come down with it, I think that the important thing is to have a positive mindset and to realize that most people are going to recover just perfectly fine. Having a healthy diet and just being smart, practicing the social distancing and all that good stuff is going to be for your benefit. So.
Well, I guess really, since you've always been, doing phone and Zoom consultations, you're not really doing anything terribly different now.
No, it's pretty much business as usual for me, in terms of, appointments and consultations and things like that. So I've started to do just the post office, pick up from my house for, panel for test kits and stuff like that. All the labs that I work with are still up and running. One of the labs that I work with is actually releasing a coronavirus test and a coronavirus antibody test within less than 2 weeks, about 2 weeks-ish. The test should have all of the, studies approved. Yes, this actually works. Yes, it's accurate. Have all of their accreditations and credentials and licensure and all that stuff for the actual test. So I'm really excited for that, because if we can show that people have antibodies, that's huge, because I'm really thinking that most people are going to have antibodies to this virus already. I've spoke with many people about, oh, I got this mystery illness back in October, back in September, back in November, and there was something that ran through my house middle of October to the beginning of November that was like a weird flu-like respiratory kind of thing that me and my baby had. And, now thinking back on it, I'm like, I bet it was coronavirus. So I'm going to have us tested for antibodies and stuff like that. But I'm really thinking that most people are going to have antibodies. And if you can prove that you have antibodies, and there's just talk of this, but if you can prove that you have antibodies, if they try to mandate a vaccine, you already have antibodies. There's no reason for you to get a vaccine. So for that, in and of itself, that's a huge thing. So, and for peace of mind.
Right. So people can call or email you if they've had some kind of ongoing sort of chronic condition, and doctors are not seeing patients except this emergency, and then going and sitting in a waiting room full of maybe sick people isn't good.
Yeah.
So you're still taking clients, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm still taking clients. The best way to get a hold of me is email, just because I do see all my clients on the phone. So I'm on the phone, basically all day. So I can't really answer my phone. So email is best. I do 45-minute free consultations just to go over, what has you on the call in the first place, and then going over your goals and options for working with me. Everything's customized to each individual.
Okay, super. So you have mentioned a couple of things people could do, but before we close out, do you have a tip or two or three for our viewers as what they can do during this coronavirus thing?
Well, listen to the shelter in place stuff that's being put down. Take that seriously. Hand washing, all that stuff that we've been told a million times. And then the other things that I would say would be, you go to the grocery store and all of the canned stuff and box stuff and sugar is all wiped out off of the shelves. But those aren't things that are going to boost your immune system. Like if there were ever a time to be eating fruits and vegetables and cutting out sugar and making sure that your protein intake is adequate, that time is now.
Right.
So eating your fruits and vegetables, bone broth, bone marrow, taking vitamin C, eating fermented foods, or taking a probiotic. Like, those are all things that are super, super important. And then getting outside into the sunshine. Sunshine sterilizes things. It kills bacteria, kills viruses, it kills things. So getting outside into the fresh air will be good for, your immune system, but also for just your body in general and your mind, like being active and not just laying in front of the TV watching Netflix all day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I
yeah.
think as long as it's not all day, we also have to kind of give ourselves permission to watch Netflix or have a binge day or night. I'm working at home, and I find myself working longer and longer hours because there's more and more to do. So and then I feel bad if I don't work, if I'm just goofing off. Well, we need to goof off
I
a
hear
little
you.
bit.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. That's your outside time. Go outside and goof off for a while and then come in and lay on the couch and watch a movie. Just as long as you're not watching 8 movies a day.
Yeah, 8 movies a day wouldn't be good. Okay, well, thank you very much. Stay safe, and folks, stay tuned. There's lots more coming. Okay, bye.
All right. Thank you. Bye.